I just finished watching the final ever episode of Stranger Things, and I have to get this off my chest. Wow, so many thoughts. First of all, I would just like to say the fact that the first episode I ever watched of Stranger Things was back in 2016, and today, finally, it's over 10 years later in 2026, and I've grown so old in that time period. I was a kid, and yeah, like this entire episode was a time portal to the previous seasons and previous moments in the show, and through that I could feel those moments in my personal life as well, like when I was watching them, and it was just a very emotional experience. Now, if we talk about the episode as a whole, it did, in my opinion, stick the landing. It did everything it was supposed to do. Like, I got goosebumps and teary at multiple times, not bawling out crying, but yeah, like just the right feels. So many awesome scenes, especially towards the end, 30 minutes, last 30 minutes of the episode. And yeah, I just feel like they gave it a fitting closing chapter to this, like fitting end bookend to this, to the journey which started all the way back in 2016. And the final is intense. Let me tell you that, like, the first hour and a half predictably is very intense, like you are at the edge of your seat. But yeah, like there are emotional beats in there, there are awesome character arc moments completion in there. There are, it's very difficult to talk without giving any spoilers, but yeah, there are moments where you understand, okay, yeah, this makes sense, yeah, right, that was supposed to happen. And like, yeah, I have to talk in a lot of vague terms here, but yeah, in my opinion, they did stick the landing, and there was a lot of criticism going into volume 3 or the final chapter because of volume 2, right? And I feel like all of them shouldn't exist anymore, because the most important thing, ending, they got it right in my opinion. And I am very happy that they did, and it felt like a proper, beautiful, melancholic close to a very, very beautiful chapter of my life, of a lot of people's lives. And I'm just very, very, very grateful that I got to see it, I got to witness it at so many different points of my life, at such different person altogether. And yeah, anything else without spoiling? So I did not think anything, they, like, they left it in the sense that I think they closed every arc pretty much, if I'm not wrong. Like, there was not a single thread, but I will find out soon enough today what people think of it. But this is my raw reaction, just moments after watching the finale. And towards the end, I was feeling like, yeah, this is really gonna end. Like, wow, 10 years journey comes to an end. And it had just the right feels, and it was just the right mix of satisfying as well as melancholic, in terms of when those last credits was rolling, I could just have a sense of, so like, a perfect chapter ending, perfect end of a book, which is sad because the book is over, but it's also satisfying because the book was so awesome. And yeah, just these characters and the characters arc, and just these stories and everything, like, it was very perfectly finished in my opinion. And I'm very sad right now, honestly, that it's over, and I will never get to ever see a Stranger Things episode again. But Yeah, like just to say that it was a time portal to me in 2016, like it was this episode a time portal to the show in 2016 for every single character. And it's just very satisfyingly melancholically emotional. And I just want to say thank you, Stranger Things, for being such an awesome part of my childhood. And not childhood, I would say teenage, and then early adult, and then finally as a full blown adult. I will always remember Hawkins, Indiana. uh, I will always remember Steve the Hare Harrington, Dustin, Mike, Lucas, Max, 11, and of course Will the Wise. That's all I have to say. I want to say way more, a lot. I want to say a lot more. I want to get delve into the spoilers, but yeah, nobody apparently I think has watched full of it yet. So yeah, another emotional ending to my childhood life, which started all the way back. And what a way to start 2026. Happy New Year, everybody. D&D for life, I guess. Yeah.